Thousands of people have been forced to flee the Yemeni capital Sana'a because of fighting between opposition forces and those loyal to President Ali Abdullah Saleh. A ceasefire agreed on Friday broke down 2 days ago, and street battles have raged ever since, leaving scores dead or injured. Now, with us in the studio is Muhsen Bin Jalal. He's a spokesman for the Yemeni youth movement, and I'm sure you are in very close touch with events in Sana'a. It looks as though this is lurching very close to all-out civil war. Is that your reading of it?
You see, we're calling the international community to condemn the killing, to stop this fighting, because the last thing that Yemen needs is a war. What you've seen in the past 3 months is millions of protesters out in the street, calling for reform, calling for change, because this regime has been on power for over 33 years. Can you imagine having Blair for 10 years? The British people were bored of him. Imagine a 33 years leadership under a corrupted regime. So you're stating something that we've actually seen for months, that is the protest movement gathering strength in Sana'a and other cities too. But this now, in the last few days, has become something different, hasn't it? Now we see a tribal alliance, which frankly includes some people who are not noted for their commitment to democracy, fighting for power with Saleh and Saleh's loyalists. It's beginning to look like something different. You see, the president and his sons, he gave him in charge of the military and security force, and they don't want anyone to come and stand on the way. And, they're clinging to power, and they wanted to keep, ruling the country. And the people, quite honestly, they're fed up with this regime. They wanted change. They wanted, it happened in Tunisia, it happened in Egypt. We wanted the reform. We wanted a better life for all Yemenis, where all Yemenis can take part on the political process of Yemen. But right now what we see is just a dialogue for the sake of dialogue, and we're calling the British, the American, to put more pressure on the regime to meet the demand of the people and to transform power peacefully. There are some reports that while the fighting continues and President Saleh's forces are attacking the strongholds of the opposition, the tribal alliance, some reports suggest that Saleh's still saying he might be interested in this transition of power. He might be prepared to give up power. Are you prepared to invest any faith at all in Saleh's words now? You see, he's been saying this, but we're not looking for words. We're looking for action. We want the president, if he's really honest, if he really cares about the country and doesn't want the country to turn into war, the solution is in his hand. He needs to let the Yemeni people elect a fair government, a fair election, a fair government which represents the whole Yemenis, and that's the way forward for the country. And we feel as youth, we're going to do that. We have the capacity to do that. We have all the willing and determination to do that. And we need the international community to support us in this reform. Muhsen Bin Jalal, thank you very much for coming into the GMT studio. Thank you very much. Thank you.